Hello dear students, welcome back to EDUHUNT online teaching platform. At this section today we are going to discuss about coordinate geometry. So it is worksheet number 3 which is a part of 9th class mathematics. So let's get started. Question number 1. The point which divides the line segment joining 1, minus 3 and minus 3 and 9 in the ratio 1:3. So option A 2 and 3, option B minus 2, 3, option C 0, 0, option D none of these. It is not a none of these. Right. So clearly we need to understand. So what I'm given, so line segment points already given, so it will be considered as A and B. So at A 1 minus 3, at B minus 3 and 9. So these are line segment joining 2 points A and B. So clearly we need to understand. So a point which divides, so in the middle, middle of the line segment, so it will be considered as a P. The P, it can be divides. The P here, what is a P? Point P divides A and B are in the ratio already given 1:3. 1:3. Am I clear? So question what I'm asking, what is a point? So what is a point? You don't know that point. It will be considered as a x comma y or A comma B. So P point divides the line segment with the ratio of x is to ratio 1:3, already given 1:3. So what is the point? X comma y. So let me take in that point is x comma y. So clearly by using the section formula, so what is the formula? P x comma y equals to, so what is section formula? Just we can recall it, mx2 plus nx1 by m plus n, comma my2 plus ny1 by m plus n. So this is a formula. So this is a sectional formula. So P divides the line segments in the ratio 1:3. What is a point? So what is that point? What is the x value and y value? X coordinate and y coordinates. So P coordinates are asking. Am I clear? So here m equals to m is to n. You know that. What is m is to n value? M is to n equals to, yes, 1:3. Again x is to x1 y1. So what is x1 y1? So A points. So x1 y1 1 minus 3. 1 minus 3. That is a x1 y1 value. x1 y1. Am I clear? So what is x2 y2 value? That is B coordinates, x2 y2. So B coordinates minus 3 and 9. Minus 3 and 9. So m is to n, you know that m is to n value 1:3. So these values directly substitute in that section formula, we'll get P point. So clearly we need to understand what is the m value here? 1. So P x comma y, P of x comma y equals to, so m nothing but 1 into x2 minus 3 plus n 3 into x1 1 by m plus n 1 plus 3. So next one again m y2. So what is m value? 1. 1 into y2 9 plus n 3 into y1 minus 3 whole by 1 plus 3. Am I clear? So m x2 plus n x1 by m plus n, m y2 plus n y1 by m plus n. So clearly we need to observe minus 3 into 1 minus 3 plus 3 0. 0 by 4 always give 0. Again here 9 minus 9, 9 minus 9 by 4. So it is also 0. 0 by 4 nothing but 0 comma 0. So clearly we need to understand what is the point 0 comma 0. So option C is right answer. So the point which divides the line segment A and B in the ratio of 1:3. So what is the point? The point is 0 comma 0. Which option is right answer? Option C is right answer. So let's go to question number 2. The points minus 1 comma 4 and 5 comma 2 are two vertices of a triangle of which 0 comma minus 3 is the centroid. Then the third vertex is option A 4 comma minus 15, option B minus 4 comma 15, option C minus 4 comma minus 15, option D none of these. So clearly we need to understand in that question what I am given, triangle. These are two vertex. The points of two vertex already given. So let us consider ABC is a triangle. So already 2 points already given. Let me take an A coordinates minus 1 and 4, B coordinates 5 comma 2. So you don't know third vertex coordinates. That means it will be considered as x comma y. So finally what I am asking, then the third vertex is nothing but x comma y. But here the centroid already given. What is the centroid? It will be considered as a G. So which centroid is, what is the centroid coordinates? 0 comma minus 3. Am I clear? So question what I am asking, what is the values of coordinates of third vertex? So clearly we need to understand. So centroid means what? How to form centroid? So centroid nothing but it is a intersection point of all medians, all three medians. So what is a median? So it is a line segment drawn from vertex x to midpoint of the opposite sides, three sides from A, B, C. The intersection point is called centroid, G. So we know just by using the centroid formula. So what is the formula? G equals to x1 plus x2 plus x3 by 3 comma y1 plus y2 plus y3 by 3. This is a centroid formula. Am I clear? So all sum of the nothing but average of x coordinates and average of y coordinates, that is called centroid. So by using the ABC vertex, so what is the A coordinates? Minus 1, 4. Let me take in here. This is x1, x2. Sorry, x1, y1. So A coordinates x1, y1, B coordinates x2, y2, C coordinates x3, y3. So those values put into the formula. So nothing but substitute in that formula. We'll get x and y using G coordinates also. But here what is the G coordinates? 0 comma minus 3. So G value 0 comma minus 3 equals to x1 nothing but coordinate of first coordinate of A minus 1 plus x2. Here first coordinate 5 plus here x. So x1 plus x2 plus x3 by 3. Again y1 plus y2 y plus y3 by 3. What is y? Y1 4 plus y2. Y2 here 2 and y3. Here what I am taken was small y whole by 3. So therefore it can be written as 0 comma minus 3 equals to minus 1 plus 5 4 plus x by 3. This is 4 plus 2 6 plus y by 3. So comparing that terms, so first term and third term, so by comparing the terms, so what you are getting, 4 plus x by 3 equal to 0, 4 plus x by 3 equals to 0, first term. So comparing the terms means, what is the first term here? 4 plus x by 3 equal to 0, 6 plus y by 3 equal to minus 3. 6 plus y by 3 equals to minus 3. Am I clear? So according to cross multiplication, 4 plus x equals to 0 because 3 zeros are 0. Therefore x equals to minus 4. Here according to cross multiplication, 6 plus y equal to 3 into 3, 9 minus 9. Therefore y equals to minus 9. 6 go to right side, positive 6 go to right side, it will become a negative. So what is y value? Minus 15. So what is the third vertex? Minus 4 and minus 15. That is a C vertex. Third vertex coordinates minus 4 and minus 15. Option C is the right answer. Am I clear? So let's go to question number 3. So D2 comma 1, E minus 1 comma minus 3 and F4 comma 5 are the midpoints of the BC, CA, AB of triangle ABC. Then the vertex A. Question what I am asking? Vertex A. So clearly we need to understand options what I am given. Option A 1 comma 1, option B 7 comma 9, option C minus 3 comma 7, option D minus 1 comma 1. So clearly we need to understand these three D, E, F are midpoints of BC, CA and AB of triangle ABC. So let us draw the triangle. ABC is a triangle, and also given DEF coordinates already mentioned here are midpoints of what is the respective order? BC midpoint is D. Again CA midpoint is E. Again AB midpoint is F. So D, E, F are midpoints. So what is our coordinates? D 2, 1, E -1, -3, F 4, 5. So the D, E, F are midpoints of BC, AC nothing but CA and AB. Am I clear? But question what I am asking, then the vertex A. So what I am asking, coordinates of A. So clearly we need to verify it. It can be solved two type of methods. Shortcut method and traditional method. So first one, what is the shortcut method in that question? If it is given this type of question, so if it is asking vertex A, vertex B, vertex C, then we have to take direct method. So what is the shortcut idea here? So what I am asking, vertex A, coordinates of vertex A. So clearly we have to observe. So here A is appeared, okay. So clearly we need to understand. So what is the opposite of A? D. What is the adjacent of which medians are adjacent of A? F and E. So therefore it can be written A equals to, so F plus E minus D. This is a formula. So I will get F plus E minus D. So if it is asking vertex A, nothing but coordinates of A. So which medians are near to A? So that means what? Adjacents. So adjacent medians should be added. So opposite medians subtracted from the remaining two. So clearly we need to observe. Listen to me. So question what I am asking, vertex of A, nothing but A vertex X, Y. So first one, X terms and Y terms are added. So what is the F of X terms? Clearly we need to understand 4, X value 4. So nothing but first coordinate. So what is the E first term? -1. D minus here, minus D first term 2. So X coordinates all are added. That is X. So what is X? A, X coordinates are, so 4 -1 minus D, but in that formula D is a minus. So what is Y terms? Same, second terms, 5 -3 -1. 5, that is F, Y coordinate of F. Y coordinate of E -3, but in that formula minus D, Y coordinate 1. So this is the required answer. So 4 minus, it can be written 4 -3 because -1, -2, -3, comma 5 minus, it can be written -3, -1, -4. So what is answer? 4 -3, 1, 5 minus 4 also 1. So what is answer? 1, 1. Option A is the right answer. This is shortcut idea. So if it is asking vertex A coordinates means, so clearly we need to understand, but here in a triangle, so A is that point. So question what I am asking, vertex of A equals to, so clearly adjacents medians should be added. So opposite median should be subtracted from the remaining two. So clearly here F plus E minus D means what? So we can add all X coordinates of F, E and D, and again next Y coordinates for F, E and D, but here negative minus, you should follow the last term is minus. So this is the order. Am I clear? What is answer? 1, 1. This is shortcut idea. So what is the main concept? So traditional method, by using the traditional method, so once I am explained it, what I am given, ABC is a triangle. ABC is a triangle. In that question, ABC is a triangle. So D, E, F are medians of BC and CA and AB respectively, already given. So D, E, F are the midpoints. So it is midpoints, not a medians, midpoints. Midpoints means it is divides equally. BD equals to DC here. CE equals to EA. AF equals to FB. Am I clear? Yes. Midpoints. So clearly we need to understand. So here D, E, F coordinates already mentioned. So D coordinates 2, 1. 2, 1. E coordinates -1, -3. -1, -3. What is F coordinates? 4, 5. 4, 5. Am I clear? So 3 midpoints given here. So what is the midpoints? D, E, F. Am I clear? This is the midpoints. So clearly we need to understand D 2, 1 clear, E -1, -3 and F coordinates 4, 5. Am I clear? So question what I am asking? So vertex of A. So nothing but coordinates of A. So you don't know coordinates of A, B, C. But in that question what I am asking, vertex of A means coordinates of A. So clearly we need to understand. So what I'm taken first here, D is clearly we have to observe D is a midpoint. By using the midpoint formula, so what is a midpoint? Midpoint equals to so you don't know vertex of A, B, C. So let me take in first. So A vertex x1, y1, B vertex x2, y2, C vertex. So nothing but coordinates. So x3, y3. So what I'm taken, vertex A coordinates x1, y1, coordinates of B x2, y2, coordinates of C x3, y3. So but clearly we need to observe. First one we have to find midpoints of B and C. So by using the midpoint formula, midpoint equals to, what is the formula? So by using the midpoint, x1 plus x2 by 2 comma y1 plus y2 by 2. This is a midpoint formula. Am I clear? So clearly we need to understand. So what I'm taken here, AB midpoint is F, BC midpoint of D, CEA midpoint E. So according to order, first one what I'm taken, so midpoint of F. So F midpoints, nothing but what is the formula? x1 plus x2 by 2, x1 plus x2 by 2, comma y1 plus y2 by 2. That is a midpoint of A and B formula. That is how much given here? F nothing but 4, 5. So midpoint already mentioned 4, 5. So what I am taken first, midpoint of A and B, that is F. It is equals to F. So by using by compare that terms, so x1 plus x2 by 2 equals to 4. So what is second one? y1 plus y2, second coordinates, y1 plus y2 by 2 equal to 5. Equals to 5. According to cross multiplication, x1 plus x2 equals to 4 2s are 8, y1 plus y2 equals to 2 5s are 10. Clear? So this is the equations. Two equations are obtained by using the midpoint between A and B. And similarly, we can find the B and C, midpoint of B and C. So what is the midpoint of B and C? x2, y2 here, x3, y3 is the coordinates of B and C. So by using the midpoint formula, x2 plus x3, x2 plus x3 by 2, comma y2 plus y3 by 2. So this is a midpoint of B and C. So that is D. D nothing but, so what is the D coordinates? 2, 1. It is equals to 2, 1. Am I clear? So first equation, this is a midpoint of A and B. Nothing is called F equals to F. So midpoint of B and C, that is D. So that's why I'm taken midpoint formula by using midpoint x2 plus x3 by 2, y2 plus y3 by 2 equals to 2 comma 1. So by comparing the terms, x2 plus x3 by 2 equals to 2 and y2 plus y3 by 2 equals to 1. According to cross multiplication, x2 plus x3 equals to 4. Here y2 plus y3 equals to 2 into 1, 2. Again we have to take midpoint of C and A, that is E. So what is the C coordinates? x3, y3. A coordinates x1, y1. So by using the midpoint, so what is the formula? x3 plus x1 by 2, y3 plus y1 by 2 equal to minus 1, minus 3. That is the E. Am I clear? So x3 plus x1 by 2 comma y3 plus y1 by 2 equals to what I am given. So what is the midpoint between C and A? E. E coordinates it is equals to minus 1, minus 3. Am I clear? Minus 1, minus 3. Yes. So by comparing the terms, what you are getting? x3 plus x1 by 2 equals to, so what is the first coordinates? Minus 1, minus 1. What is second coordinate? y3 plus y1 by 2 equal to minus 3. y3 plus y1 by 2 equals to minus 3. So according to cross multiplication, x3 plus x1 equals to 2 into minus 1, minus 2. Here y3 plus y1 equals to 2 into minus 3, minus 6. So how many equations are getting? 6 equation total. You can obtain total 6 equations. So this is considered as equation 1, x plus 1 x2 equation 1. So again, so x2 plus x3, it is considered as equation 2, and x3 plus x1, it is equation 3. That is the x terms. What is the y terms? It will be considered as equation 4. So next one, it is equation 5. So last one, it is equation 6. So we can add it 1 plus 2 plus 3, equation 1 plus 2 plus 3 from left side. Again you can add it 4 plus 5 plus 6 towards right side. What you are getting? So clearly we need to verify it. So what is the equations? x1 plus x2 equal to 8, x2 plus x3 equal to 4, x3 plus x1 equal to minus 2. So nothing but clearly we need to identify that. So x1, x2, x3 appears 2 times, 2 common. If it is added, each one added 2 times, 2 common. x1 plus x2 plus x3 equals to, so what is the first one? 8, right side 8. 8 plus 4, 8 plus 4, 8 plus 4 minus 2. So therefore it can be written x1 plus x2 plus x3 equal to 8 plus 4 minus 2, nothing but 10 by 2, 5. So what I am getting here? x1 plus x2 plus x3 equals to 5. Am I clear? So the same similarity has applied. So adding 4th, 5th and 6th equation, 2 common, because y1, y2, y3 appears each one 2 times, 2 common. y1 plus y2 plus y3 equals to, so what is first 4th equation? Equal to 10, y1 plus y2, 10 plus 2, 12 minus 6, 10 plus 2 minus 6. So what is the value? So 12 minus 6, 6. Okay, 10 plus 2, 10 first one, 10 clear, one should have to check. 10 plus 2 minus 6, 6. So 2 into y1 plus y2 plus y3 equals to 6. Therefore y1 plus y2 plus y3 equals to 6 by 2, nothing but 3. Am I clear? But question what I am asking, vertex A coordinates. So clearly we need to understand. So A coordinates asking. So nothing but x1 comma y1. So how we'll get x1 comma y1? So clearly we need to understand. But here what I am getting, x1 plus x2 plus x3, you know that 5. x1 plus x2 plus x3 value 5. Again y1 plus y2 plus y3 equals to what you are getting? 3. Am I clear? 3. So how will get x1 and y1? So nothing but x2 and x3. x2 and plus x3 value directly substitute in that equation. You know x2 and x3. x2 plus x3. So where it is getting? x2 plus x3. x2 plus x3 value 4. So substitute x2 plus x3. So x1 plus x2 plus x3 value 4 equal to 5. Therefore x1 equals to 5 minus 4, 1. Similarly here also, so question what I am asking, A coordinates x1 already got 1, y1, how will get y1, y2, y3, substitute in that equation. Already you know that y2 plus y3 value 2. So y1 plus y2 plus y3 value 2 equals to 3. So therefore y1 equals to 3 minus 2. 2 go to right side, it will become a minus, nothing but 1. So what is A coordinates? 1 comma 1. So which option is right answer? So this is a school method, actually traditional method. So 1 comma 1, option A is right answer. But shortcut form is very important. Suppose if in that question if it is asking vertex B coordinates, so which one is applying? Adjacent should be added, nothing but D plus F, opposite median taken as a minus, D plus F minus E. If it is asking C coordinates, D plus E minus F, opposite median always subtract from the adjacent medians. That is very important thought. Am I clear? So let's go to question number 4. D 2 comma 1, E minus 1 comma minus 3 and 4 comma 5. This is F. Okay, D E F. D E F. Am I clear? Are the midpoints of BC, CA, AB of triangle ABC, then the vertices B and C. So clearly we need to understand in that question what I have mentioned. ABCD is the ABC. ABC is the triangle. A, B, C is the triangle. So D, E, F are the midpoints of BC, CA and AB of a triangle ABC respectively. So clearly we need to understand. So first one, D is the midpoint of BC. D is the midpoint of BC. Again, E is the midpoint of CA. E is the midpoint of CA. Again, F is the midpoint of AB. So we know the coordinates of DEF. What is the D coordinates? 2 comma 1. Again E coordinates minus 1 minus 3. F coordinates 4 comma 5. 4 comma 5. 2 comma 1 minus 1 comma minus 3 F 4 comma 5. So question what I am asking? So vertex B. So clearly we need to understand vertex B how we'll get. So before the question the same concept as asking. So vertex A here asking the same measures vertex B and vertex C. So how to find the vertex B value? Okay, nothing but B coordinates. How will get B coordinates? So clear by using the shortcut method. Shortcut method very easy. Yes, vertex B. So clearly we need to observe. So B adjacent medians are F and D. That should be added. F and D added because here vertex B adjacent medians are F and D. Opposite median is E. That should be subtract from F and D. This is a formula. So how will get vertex B? So clearly we need to identify. Yes sir. So here what is the F coordinates 4 comma 5, D coordinates 2 comma 1, E coordinates minus 1 minus 3. So F plus D means X coordinates, Y coordinates in F and D are added. First, okay, what you are getting, B coordinates, B equals to, so what is the X coordinates of F and D? 4 plus 2. 4 plus 2. But here E coordinates, nothing but X coordinate of E should be subtracted from E. So minus, actually in that formula minus into minus plus 1. That is X coordinates of B. So the same terms has taken Y coordinates of B. So clearly, so what is the Y coordinates of F? 5. Here D coordinates are 1. Both are added. 5 plus 1. But here Y coordinates of E should be subtracted from F and D. So clearly minus 3. Minus into minus plus 3. So clearly we have to observe what is the B coordinates. 4 plus 2 plus 1, 7, comma, 5 plus 1 plus 3, 9. So what is the B coordinates? 7, comma 9. Again and also asking vertex C. C. So clearly we need to understand this is a vertex C. So question what I am asking, C coordinates. So adjacents of C, adjacent medians of C should be added, nothing but D plus E. D plus E minus opposite median of C, subtract from remaining two medians, minus F. This is a formula, D plus E minus F. Am I clear? So C right side appears, okay. So adjacents, these two are adjacent medians of C. This is opposite median of C. So adjacents are added, adjacents median are added. So opposite median subtract from remaining two. That is the formula. Am I clear? So clearly we need to identify that. So how we'll get C coordinates? So nothing but what? D, E, F. X coordinates and Y coordinates. D and F, D and E added here. So F especially F coordinates subtract from D and F with respect to X coordinate and Y coordinates. So first one what I am saying, X coordinates of D. D and E. 2 minus 1. X coordinates 2 minus 1. Both are added. Minus. What is F coordinate here? X coordinate of F 4. Minus 4. Comma. Y coordinates of D and E. What is the Y coordinates of D and E? 1 minus 3. 1 minus 3. Minus F coordinate should be subtracted from remaining 2. Y coordinate of F 5. So this is C coordinates. 2 minus 1 minus 4 minus 5, comma 1 minus 3 minus 5 minus 8. So 2 is a positive, remaining 2 are negative. Here 1 is positive, remaining 2 negative, adding. So 2 minus 5 minus 3, 1 minus 8 minus 7. So what is the C coordinates? Minus 3 minus 7. So C coordinates minus 3 minus 7. B coordinates 7, comma 9. So which option is right answer? Option D is right answer, both A and B. Because in that question vertices of B and C asking B coordinates 7, comma 9. Am I clear? C coordinates minus 3, comma minus 7. Minus 3, comma minus 7. So this is the best method. Am I clear? So we have to check only for X coordinates and Y coordinates. But if it is asking in that question A coordinates, nothing but what? So medians of A should be added, opposite median subtract from the remaining two. So what is the formula? F plus E minus D. So X coordinates, Y coordinates, we can verify it. You'll get the direct answer. Am I clear? This is the best method. Am I clear?